All right, let's get back into this. It's been a while since I posted. It's probably been like 3 weeks, I think, 2.5 weeks. As you can see, I got a new microphone, and I've had it for like 2 weeks. I have a small one on the shirt that you clip on, and this one. I wanted to try them out. I mean, I can't just have them like and not use them because that's what they've been just sitting there. But there was a process to it. If you know about mics and phones, cameras messed up, just fixed it. But I need a new memory SD card, so I'm gonna get that at Best Buy. A huge one, 128. I mean, not that big compared to the 64 one I had. Using my phone right now. You know, this doesn't connect to anything. You need adapters, lightning cables, all that stuff. Okay, so can't be too close. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, no. I was just testing it out. Can't be that close. But what I want to talk about is, I think this is a good distance. I was after nationals. I was doing the rebuild, like an off season before the season starts, like the in season actual prep. I just wanted to share programming in high volume. I didn't get to finish it because it turns out I ended up getting a coach. And yeah, I have a coach, and I've been saying I would never wanted one, but I have one now. His name's Ollie Meadows. Maybe you know of him. Instagram is Ole. I'll just put it on the bottom. I think it's Ole or Ale, but it's spelled like that. He refed at one of the meets. I actually talked about him in one of the meet when he looked at the other ref that gave me a red. I saw him at nationals. You know, he runs with like Andy Huang. I hope that's how you say it. John Hack, like they coach him. He knows all them. He's a bodybuilder too. He refs, he power lifts, way stronger than me. So someone who's more experienced, more knowledge, even though I do believe I have it, but it's different when you have someone, like I've always said, it's good to have someone else watching you and someone else, you know, taking you down a notch or taking you up a notch. And literally second day on the program, he's taking me up a notch. But I'm not here to talk about his program. I'm here to talk about mine. I'm not just gonna give away his stuff free. So what I was doing, I think it's a good way to program. It's a little hit or miss depending on the person, because some people like RPE, some people like me percentage based, and so is Ollie. So I like that. I took my height, my max. The most recent numbers, not on squat. Squat is 452 in March, but being honest, I did 445.6 in June, and Nationals July I did 440. So technically my max is 440, and I did not get it 2 times at Nationals, but that's the heaviest I've squatted up to date recently. But I just used 452 because I got a bone to pick with squats. It used to be my best lift, but now it just sucks. Hip stuff, hip mobility, hip nagging injuries. Bench 281.1. I missed it in June, and Ollie gave me a red light. I gotta talk to him about that. I got it, but it didn't count. Middle and right ref, which was Ollie, gave me. I got 2 reds. I got a white on the left. I do think I deserve 2 reds because the bar went down anyway, but I think it should have been left ref and middle ref. I think I should have got a white on that side, but no matter what, it didn't count. But I got it, so I'm gonna count that one. Just as a max, as a baseline, because 276 was okay. That was in March, but this one was recent, even though at Nationals, technically in July, I only got 270, missed 281, but I'm just counting it. A little bit of ego with squat and bench, but bench has been feeling amazing, so 281, at least I pressed it, didn't count, kind of as a gym PR. Deadlift 523.6 in June. Nationals, I didn't really get to see what I could do, but I feel like I had 529 at the minimum, at least tie it at 523.6, but I did 512.5, but I kept it at 523.6 because that was in June, and it's 70% of all that. Like, took 20 years to explain that. 70%, and literally just multiply that by 0.7, and those are your numbers. So for me, it was 316 squat, 196 bench, and 366 deadlift, and I have pretty much those exact numbers with the kilo denominations and pound denominations. I have a whole mix of 44s, 45s. So the way I did it, week 1 was a deload, but I counted that as the deload. I mean, depending on the person, you could do 65 to 70% of your max, or 67.5, but I decided to go with 70. I just felt like I could do all those numbers. So believe it or not, squat wasn't hard. First week, 366. I'm gonna write this all out on the board. 366. 316 4x6 first week. Deload, I took Thursday to Monday off, but 316 4x6, I knew I can do it. Bench 195 4x6. It's just the same numbers across the board. 4x6, 195, 366 4x6 for deadlift. So 316, 195, 366, all 4x6. Pretty easy. Next week, we kept it real easy. Same exact weight, just going up in volume, but keeping the weight for the confidence. To keep your confidence, like, at where it should be to not decrease it, but the volume goes up. I did this before on my own, before I ever had a coach, like my first time getting coached for my first meet, which is September 2019. And May to August, I did the same thing. I think I went lighter though. No, it was the same. I think it was 75%, but I did 70. This time 70. Just going a little easy. So the week after, one more rep. It's 4x6 is 24 reps. Week after, 5x5, which is 25 reps. Same numbers across the board. 316 squat, 195 bench, 366 deadlift. Pretty easy. Even though the extra set felt like way more than one more rep. 24 reps versus 25. Next week, this is where I stop. 4x7, same numbers all across the board. Instead of going up in weight and decreasing the weights, the reps and sets, I just went up in reps and volume. Set and reps. I was going to do 5x6 this week with the same weight. So that was the month. That would have been finished the first month, first cycle, I guess you could call it. Yeah, whatever. But then I started this week with Ollie on Sunday. So he said his numbers are pretty similar to mine. I'm not going to say what he bases it off of, but I'll tell you that I'm doing 325 squat and then 195 bench. I'm at the same, and 355 deadlift. That's all I'm going to say. Pretty much same volume. Not exactly. I think mine was actually higher. I know mine was higher, but it's very similar. So in terms of programming, for like a beginner, I think this is perfect for a beginner. I mean, I'm not that much of a beginner, and I think it was good for me the first time I used it, and my friend that I coached too, and this time it was going great. For some reason, 325 though on Sunday, yesterday. Well, today's Monday, so yesterday, Sunday, it felt super heavy. I don't know why. 3 plates with the squat bars, 325. Bench, real easy. Just did that. Tomorrow I'll be doing 355. So what I would have done the next week, the next month, would have kept it real simple. 72.5%. Those numbers I don't know, but I'll put it on the screen. Whatever they are. I think I do know. 326, 210, and like 380. Damn, I think that's what it was. I'm pretty sure. Whatever it is for you, just times it by 0.725. And then you start the same thing, 4x6, because you have so much volume in you already. You would have done a 5x6. 4x6 1 week. Week 2, 5x5. Week 3, 4x7. Next week, 5x6 with 70%. And then the next month you start with 4x6, and it shouldn't be hard. It's pretty much not that much weight, not that much more weight at all. 4x6, you start with the same amount you did the month before, or 4x5. But I wanted to make it keep it a little bit challenging, since the weight wasn't up the whole month before. We're going up 11 pounds on squat, and that is 5x5. Oh, 4x6, sorry, 4x6. And the same thing, 4x6, 5x5, 4x7, 5x6. I think that's pretty doable. I didn't get to do it, though, so I don't know. But I want to do it eventually on my own whenever I don't have a coach. I think that's a good way to start the first 2 months. I mean, you could always do it a different way, add more weight, and keep the same reps. That's what Lou Ferrigno did that. He was a bodybuilder, but he was big on that. More weight, same rate, same reps, same volume, whatever. So what that would be is 316 with a 4x6. That's kind of crazy though, because bodybuilding is different than powerlifting, obviously. But with lightweight, yeah, that's pretty crazy. I would say 2 weeks. So 316, 195. These are my numbers. 366 for the squat, bench, deadlift. 4x6 the next week. Same thing. No, same 4x6, but with 72.5%. So what is 325, 326, whatever. 326 to, I think it was 210. 210, 380. 4x6. So the next week, same exact numbers, 5x5. And then the next week, then you raise it to 72.5%, whatever that is for you. Then 4x6, and then 5x5, something like that. But I prefer this specific method. So same weight, raise it up. You're going to increase in total amount of weights, 24, 25, 28, 30. 6 more reps you'll have at the end of the month. But that makes a huge difference, because the 5x6 is crazy. I'm not really a fan of 3x10s with SBD, especially squats, because then you have to go lighter. 5x6 is harder with heavier weight, because like to me a 6x10, a 3x10 would be like 60%. So that's just something to keep in mind. 70% if you're programming yourself, pretty simple. Same weight, 70%. 4x6, 5x5, 4x7, 5x6 for the month. Next week, 72.5. I would say mirror it, or, kind of go by, I would say 4x6, 5x5, 4x7, 5x6 for the next month with the heavier weight, or just 4x5, I guess 3x7, there's only one more rep, so 4x5, 4x6, 5x5, 4x7, but I like to keep it the same because it's a challenge and you haven't seen that much weight. So I just wanted to make that video of what I've pretty much been doing before I got a coach. Now I'm doing similar stuff with a lot of crazy volume, like crazy like accessories, because this makes me realize how much I was neglecting accessories and abs for sure, because I'm doing abs and I haven't been doing that. So it's pretty much 4-day work weeks, but I could fit in more accessories throughout the week if I want to, because I was doing 6, but it's 4 work days. Tomorrow would be deadlifts and whatever else is included in that. Yeah, I just wanted to post something because I haven't posted in a while, and I wanted to just give an update on what I've been doing. So that's all I got for this one. I don't know how long this video was. Didn't want to make it too long, but don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and see you next video.